Hello, today I'm making leaf mould. I'm Zorab and this is Byther Farm. So with the help of my chicken friends here, I'm going to make the very most basic leaf mould that there is. So I'm just going to gather up a whole load of leaves and leave them in a pile. Now I'm using several pallets that I put together last year. So what is leaf mould and why make all the fuss about it? Well, it's nature's way of creating soil from leaves, and they break down not like a compost would, which uses bacteria to break down all the materials. It uses a fungal action, and it produces a rich, dark, moisture retentive layer, which is very springy. If you think about walking through a woodland, how springy the floor can be, and it can have, a foot or more of beautiful leaf mould before you'll hit the soil. And for gardeners, it's great in a number of ways. We can use it to help make our own potting compost because it's very fine. We can use it as a mulch. But I feel the most important thing about it is that by adding this to our soil as a layer on top, you are introducing a whole different set of microbes to your soil. And when you add compost, you're putting in lots of bacterial microbes. And when you put on leaf mould, you're putting in fungal microbes. And our soil health is what is going to give us absolutely best crops. So the wider the range of microbes and microbial action happening in your soil, the healthier your soil is likely to be, which will allow the plants to feed more and to grow better plants. This particular batch of leaf mould is actually on my pathway here, so I'm going to be able to scoop all of this up and get it onto the beds fairly quickly. Alternatively, I could add it to my leaf mould pile, which will help that fungal action happen a bit faster by inoculating it. And I had thought this year I might do couple of experiments. I had thought I might do one where I put it in chicken wire, and I thought I might also do one where I mow over the leaves, chop them up very finely. And then I decided against all of that for two reasons. One is that the hedgehog population here is on the increase, which I'm really pleased about. But they need somewhere to hibernate, and these piles of leaves and the piles of sticks and bits of wood behind me here are absolutely ideal places for them. If I put the leaves into chicken wire, the hedgehogs will not have enough access to get through the holes. Collecting all the leaves in these pallets will allow enough space for the hedgehogs to get through the wooden slats and make their home in here for the winter. The other reason is that these trees are all sycamores, and I've noticed this year there's been an awful lot of sycamore moths, which I'm delighted about. The more we have things like caterpillars, inevitably moths and butterflies here, the more there is for wild birds to feed on, and it will just help to boost the wildlife population across the whole of our homestead. So to stop the chickens getting in and just kicking all the leaves out again, I have one pallet on the top. I just need to move that out of here. Which was definitely easier said than done, and then I'm going to just get all the leaves I can and pile them in here. I did the same thing last year with just piling the leaves up, and underneath here is the leaf mould that I started off last year. I've done nothing with this other than leave it to just let the fungal action do its thing, and that's looking pretty good, but as yet this still isn't completely broken down. Now if I had mown over it or chopped the leaves, then that would probably be a completely fine crumbly leaf mould by now. But one of the things I do have is plenty of time. So I'm quite happy to leave that leaf mould in the bottom to carry on breaking down. The new leaves going on top will add to that. And next year I'll remove the leaf mould from the very bottom. These ones that I'm putting in now will become the lower level. Next year's leaves can go in on top. I'm trying to gather these fairly carefully because there is a very small hedgehog that is out and about during the day at the moment. I really feel that it should be in hibernation by now, but possibly it's too small to safely get through the winter, so I'm going to keep an eye on it. The chickens have been enjoying some of the squashes that I didn't get into the house, so the ends of them rotted off a bit, rather than just put them onto the compost heap completely. I thought the chickens can have them, so that was very much enjoyed by them. I'm out here on day 2 of gathering leaves. Yesterday turned out to be a really exciting day. Our friend Hugh Richards revealed the cover and the title of his new book. So Grow Food for Free will be out in the UK on the 27th of February and in the USA on the 3rd of March. I'm so excited for Hugh. What a great accomplishment. So he spent a year trying to grow his own food at zero cost. He succeeded in doing that. He's written about it and is very keen to be able to tell other people how they can do that too. So I'll leave some affiliate links in the information section below, which will allow you to pre-order Hugh's new book. I'm talking with Hugh. He was here in the late summer. We filmed a video together. Oh, what's the point? He filmed a video, and hopefully that will be on his channel tomorrow. So I'll leave a link to Hugh's channel and you can see that video. Certainly the weather was nowhere near as cool as this, and I wasn't needing to have several layers of thermals on, but I also wasn't making leaf mould, and I'm really excited to be able to get this going this year, and create a really good space for our hedgehogs and other wildlife. As a gardener, I love leaf mould. As someone who wants to support our wildlife, I love these piles of leaves. It's an absolute win-win situation.